So even though everyone listened to music, are there any musicians here? Am I talking people who want
Musisi, angkat tangan.
No. All right, then I'll go home.
Oh, there's one. Yep.
But the great thing about the Indonesian music scene now is that when CDs stopped selling in the West and streaming came on, everyone was complaining they did not make so much money. Well, in Indonesia, you never made so much money. You never had big money from CD sales. But what you will have over the next 15 years is everyone will be streaming music, and that will be monetized. So the chances of building the music business legally in Indonesia is very, very big. And this is very exciting, because you have, as I say, a love of music that really, really means that people want to invest in it.
All right, that's a very, very interesting subject to pull in. I mean, streaming will enable more people to enjoy your music, right?
Yeah.
But
and it's legal. Now you see, the thing is, if you pay 7,000 rupiah for a bootleg CD, if someone can offer you all the music that's ever been made in the world for 7,000 rupiah for a week, you would do that.
Yep.
It's just supply and demand. It's, people don't really care if they have it legally or illegally. They don't care about that. What they want is to be able to have the music they want. And streaming is an easy way to listen to the history of all the music you want. So this is why streaming will be the final way of taking music, I think, certainly in my lifetime and yours. And it will grow, because if you have 250 million people all paying a small amount of money, and it being very legal, because these streaming companies, you don't make very much, but I tell you, for all time, it's going to be great.
all right, now we have the artist has all the access, right? Although that also means, as the people are here are in business, in art, in creativity, or aspiring artists. My question is, where should they work towards? Like, how do they work? Is it they're working for fame, or is it fortune? How does you divide that?
You work for what you feel is right.
Okay.
If you love pop music and you love commercial music that maybe, say, you think is not very good,
Yep.
but if you love it, then you do it for your heart. Now, I always say that artists must have some ownership of their own career. Not just for money, which the more ownership of your career you have, the more financial gain you get, but also ownership for your own spirit, for your own soul. Because if it's successful, you have you have pride in that you helped make it successful. You didn't just sing on someone else's song and be a puppet of some big, some big boss.
Okay.
That's why, someone like Britney Spears, maybe she's great, but she doesn't even know anything about her music, I think, Whereas someone like Lady Gaga has always had, whether you like her or not, she's always had some involvement in her own career. Now, it may not actually even be the music. Maybe, as you're a singer, you're more interested in your visual look. That's good. Be involved in that. But be involved in something of your career, because you will not be happy if you think you are just someone else's pawn. I think that's very important. And so write your own lyrics. And also, it's cheaper than ever in the history to record music now. in the old days, you used to need to have money
Yep.
to go to a very big recording studio. Now, for very little money, you can make your own music, and this is great.
So how I mean, as an aspiring artist, do you have like 3 recipes for them how to create a hit?
Oh my God, how to create a hit? Well, you need to link what you inherently love, what you love yourself. You need to link that to some form of commercialism. You need to understand, to make someone buy your music, you must have something that they want. You know, you can't just do it. So it has to be a mixture of what you want as an artist, but also you must know the market. You know, the music business is very capitalistic. No one is forced to buy your music. You know, you may say, oh, my music's great, but, you know, if no one buys it, and you go for 2 years making the same music and nothing happens, just change. Try something different. You know, it's, everyone is young. You know, and when you're young, you have enthusiasm, and I see that in Indonesia. I see a great enthusiasm. You have the youngest population in the world, right? Under 30.
Yep.
Well,
Yes.
You know,
50,
so it's
60 odd percent. Yes.
What's that?
Yeah, it's a huge percentage.
Huge percentage of your population. You like making love, you Indonesians. Um, so you have a very large population of young people, and young people know the technology. You know, that's the great thing. When you're and with the evolvement now of things like the Palapa Ring project,
Yep.
which will be absolutely incredible to give broadband or at least 3 or 4G to the whole country. It's very, very open now. So you need to make your music, you need to start building from very small. You know, you can put your music on YouTube, you can start building social media, you can, and start in your own town, wherever you are, and then just build out.
Okay.
You know,
this is like what the way, you know, a struggling band in the U.S. They always start in their hometown.
Yeah, you make noise in your hometown. You know, I'm always looking on YouTube and finding songs that have big you know, that you can feel is starting to get big. And you know, I'm always looking for new music, by the way. If
So
anyone,
that is where your role comes in, right?
Yeah.
Some artists they fight their way in.
Yeah.
Meet someone like you, or you know, someone similar like you.
Yeah, you need a team. There's not one person in the world who made it on their own. You need to have a great... You look at Steve Jobs, you say, well, he invented the iPhone. No, he had a team of people. He was a leader, there was no question about it. But you always need people to help you make your make your product, you know. And I've never worked with anyone who's worked in a bubble. Everyone always works with people.